Vice President Kamala Harris hit the campaign trail this week, drawing crowds in the Midwest after President Biden announced his exit from the 2024 race. Several top Democrats have already endorsed Harris, including now President Obama.
KTLA's Sandra Mitchell is live in the news center with more on their endorsement. Sandy.
Cher, it took 6 days, but former President Barack Obama and his wife Michelle officially have endorsed Kamala Harris now. They've known each other for almost 20 years. They talked on the phone for about 1 minute, and we have that phone call recording to show you.
Michelle, Barack, this means so much to me.
A phone call and an important political endorsement.
We called to say, Michelle and I.
Former President Barack Obama and former First Lady Michelle Obama, two of the most popular Democrats, now announcing their support for Kamala Harris for president.
The friendship that you have given over all these years mean more than I can express. So thank you both. It means so much. And we're going to have some fun with this too, aren't we?
The endorsement comes several days after other Democratic heavyweights, including the Clintons, endorsed Harris almost immediately after President Biden withdrew from the race and Harris stepped in, giving some Republicans time to question if the Obamas would endorse her, and if so, why did it take so long? Also today, California Representative Maxine Waters at a California for Kamala rally talking about her support.
We have the opportunity to elect the best possible person for the presidency of the United States of America, Kamala Harris.
The greatest dinner I've ever had. Come on, let's get it.
In Florida, former President Trump welcomed Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu to Mar-a-Lago, urging him to end the war in Gaza and work for a release of hostages being held by Hamas. But Trump also used the moment to criticize his likely opponent.
She's a radical left person, San Francisco, destroyed San Francisco. She's really a destroyer.
Trump originally planned to debate Biden in September, but now says he will not debate anyone until the Democrats have an official nominee. Harris accusing him of backpedaling.
I'm ready, and I think the voters deserve to see the split screen that exists in this race on a debate stage, and so I'm ready. Let's go.
Also today, Trump announcing he will return to the site of the assassination attempt in Butler, Pennsylvania, to honor the firefighter who was killed during the shooting. Trump did not say when that rally will happen or if it's going to be outside. Live in News Center, I'm Sandra Mitchell. Micah, Cher, back to you.